What is going on, guys? This is Martin here, and we are going to be talking about FIFA 17 career mode today and what FIFA 17 career mode has to offer. You can, at the moment, you can only see the FIFA 17 career mode thumbnail, but we're going to be reading information about it. So let's get straight into it. So the first thing that EA wants to say about FIFA 17 is that FIFA 17 career mode on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC adds depth to your experience with new features that give you even greater control over your club season. The option to compete in the J League and your fully rendered manager adventure roaming the sideline. Okay, so that's basically just the overview of what that EA are going to add to will bring into career mode anyway this year. Total club management is the first thing we are going to be talking about. Total club management gives you a new objective to fulfill based upon your board's priorities. Each team now has a unique personality which dictates the goals you need to achieve in both short and long term to succeed at your club. Your board expectation falls into 5 categories: domestic success, which is which has been on FIFA for a long time; continental success, which has been on FIFA for a long time; brand exposure. I believe this is probably like tickets and merchandise and selling shirts and stuff, and we have to get more into detail with that. Financial, again, is selling shirts and all of that can add into your transfer budget, and buying players and selling players again, and also youth development, which is very good because I know I'm one of those people that I rather buy youth if I'm a really big team, or even a mid-table side like a Watford. I rather buy youth than actually use my youth academy and train up youth, because that does take a long time and I do want immediate success. But it's good that EA have made this one of the 5 board expectations, so that means that you do actually have to do this or your job will be under a lot of criticism and stuff like that. And the first picture here is I believe this will be the overview, the home base. Like, as soon as you click manager career mode, I think this is the screen that will bring up. What it shows is Spain, Real Madrid, La Liga, and Santander. Santander is the second tier division in Spain. And the board expectations, I believe it's round up into 5 categories. The first one, with the 5th, is very low, 4th is low, I believe what's it called, 3rd is medium, I believe it's medium, I haven't seen that yet. 2nd is high, and 1st is critical. As you can see, 3 of the objectives are critical. Domestic success, obviously, because it's Real Madrid, so you expect them to be winning trophies every single season, as well with continental success, and brand exposure as well, which won't be very hard because Real Madrid are a massive club that get fans all over the world. And financial is low because, again, Real Madrid have a lot of money. It'll be different for every club, and every club brings in a different kind of personality to their system. And they also have youth development, which is high, because Real Madrid have been known for bringing in a few young players, and their club does want to complete it. On the right hand side, it shows information about the club, transfer budget, how much the club is actually worth, that's a lot of money, 3 billion. That is a lot of money there. And it shows the home and away kit, and if you have a default ground in the game, it'll show you that, and it says Santiago Bernabeu. So it says on the next the next screen, it says promote youth players, return to the top division, expand your club's brand in Asia, sign world-class players. These are just some examples of the objectives you can expect in career mode in FIFA 17. You'll be able to see your progress on these objectives for a new menu within a career mode. Achieve the goals to keep your managerial popularity rating on target. So then this is basically when you're in your actual career mode save, you go to office, and it will bring up the objectives and all of that, the overview objectives and stuff. You have a manager popularity rating, which can obviously be achieved with the with the 5 board expectations. There's also short-term success and long-term success. Like the latest objectives that says is within 2 seasons in the Champions Cup, win the Champions Cup, and it then says remaining seasons to qualify for the Champions Cup, which is kind of unrealistic because it should say win the La Liga with Real Madrid or something like that. And also says win, I believe, the Copa España, which is supposed to be Copa del Rey, but EA don't have the licenses and the licensee. The problem with this, this is basically, this shouldn't really be a main feature. That's the disappointing thing. This was in the game FIFA 09, FIFA 10, and FIFA 10. This was in Madden basically since FIFA not FIFA 05, Madden 05, when you could change everything about all of these things. So EA Sports have started a bit late. They removed a lot of good features that PES have picked up on, and a lot of other games as well have picked up on, and that's why career mode is lacking. But I do like them that the layout is a lot neater. They've added popularity, manager popularity rating, which was already on the game as well. So basically EA have just added in things that should have been on the game, were actually on the game before. So that's a bit disappointing that this is actually the main feature, but hopefully they do add more into career mode as the days go by. It says next, whether you're returning a fallen giant to the former glory, which is like a Liverpool or Milan, turning your team into a European powerhouse with the help of world-class youth program, or keeping your club's finances in the black. Total Club Management keeps your career experience fresh and dynamic season by season, which again is a better thing to experience, because objectives are literally the same every single season, especially for the CPU as well. The CPU don't go out and sign different type players every time. In the first season they asked them to sign a center back. For example, in FIFA 16, I'll give you two. One of them for what's it called, Juventus, is to sign a fullback, and they sign a fullback every single season. The most common one is obviously David Alaba, that they sign every single career mode save that anyone ever does, unless you're the person that's signing David Alaba. And the second one is that Chelsea always sign a centre back, which is realistic for the first season when they do get that centre back, but in the second season, depending on when they finish in the league or how they do, it should be changing and going to alternatives after that. So for that's a good new dynamic that they've added to the game. Hopefully it also works for the CPU as well, so you don't have to go signing the same players every single season. Okay, so next up we got financial systems. FIFA 17 career mode introduces club a rewritten and authentic club financial system with different sources of income and expenses. You'll now be able to see a detailed breakdown of your income from transfer loans, match day revenue, media and merchandising, while your outgoing on players and scout wages, your youth facility, stadium maintenance, and travel will also be visible to you in the finances menu. Sorry for that. This will help you keep your finances in check, most for every modern football club, obviously. So this is the next picture there, and it has you can see one of the pictures has profit and stuff like that, and it shows you how much you're earning and how much you're losing as well. This is like basically the overview actually of the screen, as it does say. It says the overview, the amount you're earning and the amount you're losing. I was thinking maybe you can alter all of these things, and maybe you can change ticket prices, change stadium maintenance, change how much the kit costs, even maybe food, because again these things have been in Madden 5 and we're now in 2016. Since Madden 05 have had this for 11 years. You could change hot dogs, stuff like that, in 05 on PlayStation 2. We're in PlayStation 4, FIFA 16, and we still can't really change it. I'll give you the link down in the description to Futhead, so you can listen to their preview of FIFA 17 career mode, and also read their on their blog how and their preview again of how FIFA 17 hasn't changed that much. But it also does make sense not to change it, because we're not a chairman. The chairman does all of that, the football club runs it, the manager only runs the team, which makes a lot more sense. Again, there's another picture. This one's our earnings altogether and how much we're earning from merchandise and selling players in our transfers. So then the pie chart is green in that one. And again, expenses, the amount of money we're losing. Again, player wages is a lot of money that we will be losing each season, which makes a lot of sense. So that means you have to manage your club well. You just can't be spending money the way that you want. And also transfer for, like, just for example, a 34 million signing in like Pjanic or something, that might cost, take minus 34 minus the player wages as well. So next up we got managers, powered by Frostbite for PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One only. So that means PS3 and well, last gen consoles anyway, they cannot get this type of features. Not even Nintendo can get this type of feature on their new game. Managers are brought to life on the touchline for the first time in career mode, which is quite good. You'll be able to choose one of 11 high-risk coaches to occupy technical area, which you'll then see during gameplay. So you can only choose 11, which is quite disappointing. I would think at least 15 or even up to 20. For me, it should be 20, so you don't, because this was the problem when Futhead were playing the game. They saw themselves shake hands with their identical twin or something like that, and so the same manager. It's no problem in the Premier League, because you obviously know that every Premier League manager in the first season anyway will be have a face. But when you get down to any other league, I believe every other manager does not have a face. At least that's what EA said. So to see all of these managers beside each other on the touchline is a little bit disappointing. You expect at least 20, so that covers most of the top leagues, maybe not the lower leagues, and it covers all of Bundesliga teams, because Bundesliga only has 18 teams in their league. But this is still good. I'm not too fussed that we can't change it. It's just something to build on from this season. There's a lot more to. Hopefully there's a few more features to come into the game, because again, Futhead said that a lot of things haven't changed as well, which is disappointing. That's why people got bored with FIFA career mode so early on in FIFA 16. And hopefully EA, these are just appetizers to the main course. Hopefully it is. But also it's also the new J League is joining the list of leagues in which you'll be able to compete in the FIFA 17 career mode. That doesn't really matter that much. It obviously is a good touch to the game. Obviously you can see there's different objectives again from board expectation. That's basically it from me, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Hopefully I haven't gone on for too long. If you have enjoyed, then leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.